MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Going to give to Mostert, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Jets nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Tackled at the 32-yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Stay 50.
Stafford now to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, here's Stafford. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7. Jayy set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Jets 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Middle. 53. Ready. Watch twins.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
I really like this youngster coming out of Baylor, partner, because he has the ability to get deep with his speed. Long strider. You love him on outside routes. But what I really liked about him is the ability to go up and get the football. Obviously, the Jets were looking to replace Robbie Anderson. I think they've got a really skilled target here for their young quarterback, Sam Darnold.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect?
Lady, Leroy. Hey. Mike 56. Mike 56. Come on, the ball. Mike 56. Mike 56. Tighten up. Pull it together. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
48-yard line.
56. Here we go. Big
Stafford. Able to connect with Mims. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Jermaine Pratt.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cardinals 14, Jets 7.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm coming out to you. Hey, easy. He's coming to you, Mike. Hey. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Check 4. Check 24. Check it back.
Now Stafford. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And spells covered because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Here we go, here we go.
Mostert. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
This is Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo going deep for Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod. And you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Matt Gay sets the kickoff.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity to push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. He's been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Next 57's left.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
It's a gain of
7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Switch. Double right. Switch. Slam, slam.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Throwing is Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Charvarius Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
57's Mike. Easy. 57's the Mike.
On first down, it's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch out. Check.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Extra point by Jayy is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Here we go.
Now Mostert. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Lindsey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Rolling to his right. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Jets 35.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do